Once you understand and apply the law of tube science and the 3 critical elements to video discoverability, you'll be able to drive more YouTube views. I'm going to break it all down. I'm going to back it up with statements from YouTube. I'm going to show you my analytical data and more. Stick around.
Brian G. Johnson.
Step number 1. Identify target keyword. Step number 2. Put on protective headwear. Step number 3. Take over the world. Hey, it's Brian G. Johnson helping you to stake your claim and amplify your message. This is an exciting video, and here's why. I began a brand new channel here on YouTube on March 1st of 2016. My goal was to discover the easiest way to grow a following, subscribers, views, discoverability, to rank videos, and ultimately push my marketing forward. I tried lots of different strategies and tactics, and I used all the information that I've had for many years. You see, I've been on YouTube since 2007. I've uploaded hundreds, if not thousands of videos to Facebook, YouTube, and more. However, I hadn't really focused on the platform in some time. And I wanted to know, is it still possible to start from nothing, zero, no subscribers, no views, no videos, and to truly grow an audience here on YouTube? Now, I applied lots of the strategies and tactics that I've leveraged for many years, starting all the way back to 2003 when I was leveraging the power of SEO in Google. And that's what brings us to today. You see, I had lots of theories and ideas, and in fact, I've actually been writing a book called Tube Ritual about my experience with launching this brand new channel, again, that I began on March 1st. So I jumped in, I started uploading lots of different videos, and I started to apply lots of the different strategies and tactics that I've used in the past. And this is what I discovered. There are 3 critical elements. And the thing is that there's not a lot of people talking about these 3 elements that you can incorporate into your video marketing here on YouTube to drive more views, to get more subscribers, to increase your authority overall. And that's one of the things we're going to talk about, is authority. Now, I want to let you know that what I'm about to share is based on theories, ideas, and strategies that I've developed. However, it's actually based on information that is publicly available from YouTube. And this information is geared towards creators, people like you and me that want to increase our views, that want to get more views, get more subscribers, and so on. So let's start off there. You see, in order to really be able to increase your views and get more subscribers, it's really important to understand how the YouTube algorithm determines what videos rank well in search, as well as suggested videos. And as I started writing my new book, Tube Ritual, I had done a tremendous amount of research, and I ran into this blog post. I don't know if you can really see this, but basically this is from October of 2012, and it was published to the YouTube creator blog. This is a blog for people like you and me. And here was YouTube telling us what they look at and what they've programmed into the algorithm to determine rankings. Now, the post title is YouTube Search Now Optimized for Time Watched. I'm going to repeat that last part. It's really important. Search algorithm, YouTube search, now optimized for time watched. And ultimately, that became watch time. And if you log into your YouTube analytics, simply access Creator Studio, Analytics, notice that the very first box at the top is time watched or watch time. And this is a huge, critically important part of the algorithm. Now, let me read you a bit of the blog post. We've started to adjust the rankings of videos in YouTube search to reward engaging videos that keep viewers watching. We're rewarding videos that keep users watching. That's watch time. You see, back in the day, and again, now this was published in October of 2012, and previous to this, the algorithm was highly biased to views. In other words, if your video had a lot of views, it was likely that would rank higher in the YouTube search, and you would be able to drive more views and gain more subscribers. However, that was a very flawed system because people would upload thumbnails with women and their butts and their boobs, etc., etc., etc. So here we have YouTube saying that we've adjusted rankings to reward videos that keep people watching longer. Now, as I continued to research for this book, for my own case study, and for my own good, really, I was studying a lot about watch time, and I ran into another blog post titled Watch Time Optimization Tips. So here is YouTube telling us how we can optimize our videos to rank better, drive more views, get more subscribers, and so on. Now check it out. Here's what this blog post has to say. Watch time is an important metric to promote videos on YouTube. The algorithm for suggesting videos includes prioritizing videos that lead to a longer overall viewing session over those that receive more clicks. So here's YouTube saying we've adjusted and we're not looking at so much the clicks, which is another way to say views, but we're really taking a look at videos that lead to a longer overall viewing session. Now this is another metric that a lot of people are talking about. It's session time, YouTube session time. And here's what I want to share with you about session time. Let me put this down. Now ultimately, the YouTube algorithm that determines rankings in the search engine as well as rankings in suggested videos is looking at two primary things with every video you upload. Number one, it's looking at the individual data elements like watch time, view duration, etc., the keywords, the tags that you've entered in your video. It's looking at the individual statistics behind each single video. So it's looking at the data that's been driven and created based on the video. So it's on a per video basis. YouTube is ranking your specific video based on the data that video is generating. However, it's also, and I'll go over here, it's also looking at your channel authority. And this is really an important concept to understand because your channel is gaining a lot of statistics and it's generating a lot of data, and YouTube is using that to ultimately determine how well or not your videos should rank in search and so on. Now, why would they do that? That last statement was really telling. On the YouTube forum, they mentioned that we're rewarding videos that lead to an overall longer viewing session. And that is what's called YouTube session time. Now, here's how YouTube session time works. If I send an email to my list, or if I post a video to Facebook, I'm taking people from Facebook and I'm sending them over to YouTube, right? Over to YouTube, to my channel. And that is starting a YouTube session. Now, those people that are on YouTube, as soon as they leave YouTube, the session ends. And the longer people stay and view multiple videos, the longer the session time, and that improves my channel authority. So understand that as you upload a single video, what's also impacting your rankings is your channel authority and your channel score, right? That's your session time. Single video, session time, and channel authority. These are the things that YouTube is looking at. And thus, as YouTubers, and especially if your goal is to build a following, we should do things in order to rank better, drive more views, and keep people on the YouTube platform watching more videos, which will lead to a higher session time score, which will improve our channel authority and ultimately our rankings. So the first thing you can do is start thinking about authority. YouTube authority. And this is broken down, can you guess, in two things. Your per video authority. This is how long people are watching. This is watch time. This is how well your video is optimized for specific keywords. And also your channel authority. And your channel authority, again, is tied to session time on YouTube. So these are the factors that YouTube is looking at. And why would they want to do that? Well, the goal with YouTube is to keep people on the site longer. If people are on the YouTube site longer, well, they can go ahead and they can serve more ads on the platform, they can bill more advertisers, and they can make more money. So the longer people stay on YouTube, the more money YouTube makes. And of course, because of that, YouTube is going to reward channels that keep people on the platform for a longer period of time. Now, watch time is really critically important, and until you understand how watch time impacts your per video score, it's really hard to do well. And here's how it works. If you send 100 people to a video, right, you get 100 views, and each one of those 100 views watches your video for 1 minute, you accumulate 100 minutes of video watch time. That's pretty darn good. You've got 100 minutes of watch time associated with that single video. However, let's say you send the same amount of people to that video. You send 100 people to one particular video, and they watch, instead of one, they watch for 3 minutes. That gives your per video watch time score an increase of 3, right? It's 300 minutes of watch time. And that is what's so incredibly important to understand. And you can think of your watch time on a per video basis as your video's authority. And as you get more watch time, your video gains more authority and it's able to more easily rank for keywords that you're targeting. And this is what's critically important, that you understand that. However, there are two other things that impact the YouTube algorithm greatly. And this allows the small people with small channels to compete. Now, lots of people say, gosh, this watch time is really a pain in the butt. How can I possibly compete with big YouTubers that have millions of subscribers? Well, you can master two things. Number one is competition. This is hugely critical and hugely powerful. I want to show you some of the statistics that I was able to generate based on leveraging the power and understanding of competition. You see, about what was it? At the beginning of, I believe it was the end of April, beginning of March, I published a new video based on a tutorial for the iMovie app. And I uploaded the video. And originally, I had a really long title that had lots of different keywords in it. And I'm like, just throwing stuff against the wall. So the first step in driving more views is understanding what people are searching for. And that's pretty easy. Go to the YouTube search, type in the primary keyword that people might search for when looking for the video that you're creating. So in my case, it was a tutorial for iMovie. And specifically for the phone, iPad, it was the app. So I went ahead and I went to the search bar and I typed in iMovie and I thought, well, this is for the app. So I put in app and I saw, okay, people are searching for iMovie app. So I put in a title like iMovie app tutorial, then I had Ken Burns, and then I had picture in picture. I had all these terms that people were searching for, but my title was super long. It was like, in fact, this is kind of what my title looked like. iMovie app tutorial, picture in picture, Ken Burns, iPhone, iPad, for beginners. It was super, super long. and it wasn't super relevant to one of those terms. And this is the other thing that we can master as YouTubers trying to gain some traction, trying to get those YouTube views, trying to grow our subscriber base. You can create titles that are extremely relevant. And what do I mean by that? Well, remember I mentioned the YouTube search bar. So check it out. If I look on YouTube, I'm going to see that people are searching for iMovie app. And they're looking for iMovie app tutorial. And I started thinking about the importance of relevancy. So instead of targeting this super long title, I went back, I edited the title, and I shortened it up, and I only had this in the title: iMovie app tutorial. Now what's really interesting about this search term is that there weren't a lot of other videos that were using the word app in the title. So the competition was not that steep for this term. However, there were lots of videos that were targeting iMovie iPhone tutorial, iMovie iPad tutorial. They were targeting iPhone, iPad, iPod, etc. And I was targeting iMovie app tutorial. And my relevancy score, well, it was 100%. My title was 100% accurate on the very search term that people were typing in, iMovie app tutorial. And sure enough, after about a month, my views went from about 10 views, 15 views per day to about 40 or so. And I think I was ranking like a number 3 or 4 for iMovie app tutorial. And I thought, this is awesome. I'm increasing in the rankings. And why would that be? Well, was driving, remember, I was driving 10 to 15 views a day, and each one of those views, my view duration was about 4.5 minutes. So every day I was gaining more and more watch time, which is the YouTube authority. So these are the 3 critical factors that play a role in rankings. Number 1 is authority. That's the watch time of the video. Number 2 is the competition. How many YouTubers have already uploaded videos targeting these terms? Now, there were lots of videos that targeted iMovie iPhone tutorial or iMovie iPad tutorial, but there were not that many videos for iMovie app tutorial. The competition was low. I was able to rank, I was able to gain more and more views, and as I gained more views, my authority, it went up, and then I did something crazy. After about a month, my views were no longer 30, 40. I was doing about 50, 60 views a day, and then I added the words iPhone and iPad. Now, my search results were not is relevant, right? The keyword that I was targeting, all of a sudden I was targeting a lot of different search terms. However, I had a lot of authority. I had gained a lot of watch time, and that allowed me to rank for multiple keyword phrases, and my views went up again. And today, as I record this video, I'm averaging anywhere between 85 to 100 views. So ultimately, I've increased my views by as much as 10 times in as little as 60 days because I paid attention to those 3 things: authority, competition, and relevancy. And this is how you can get your foot in the door. Now, if you haven't subscribed, hit the red button. Go ahead and do that now, because I'm going to be making some videos on some of the other strategies that I use to drive more views, and they're super easy and they're super free. And the next one is going to be on the science of YouTube thumbnails. I'm not going to tell you how to make a thumbnail because there's so many videos like that already, but I'm going to break down the science that leads to more clicks. And this was one of the strategies that allowed me to get some of those views, combined with understanding those 3 science principles. So you can check out that video now by clicking on the YouTube card, and that's the science behind successful YouTube thumbnails. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that now. I upload videos regularly here on Brian G. Johnson TV. See you next time. Poof! Pixie dust.
Brian G. Johnson.